Yeah, it's cooking salmonella, mate. Yeah, that's what he's cooking, salmonella, food poisoning.
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see.
Yo, fail. I turned off the camera. Yo. Shout out to you on this lovely Tuesday. Come on. You know what? The October is ending and we're pretty much I'm already thinking 2026, you know. I'm already in next year's mindset. I don't know if I'm the only one, but like I'm already sort of just being like, wow, 2025 is done. And you're not even on a football kind of level, just by being just on a, you know, observational kind of level, you know. And if you're one of those people that does New Year's resolutions, I'm curious what your thoughts are with regards to that, because we got to start thinking about that stuff. You know what I mean? I definitely remember I didn't have any resolutions at the beginning of this year because I usually just break them. I'm talking about, you know, like being on time. I'm talking about, you know, getting jacked and like, you know, having a more regimented like gym, more that having a more regimented like gym schedule, workout schedule, eating better.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Yeah. So anyway, so sometimes I feel like resolutions can do that to you, you know. But I think it's a good thing to have, especially if you're a Manchester United fan. You know what? We should have a resolution. We should have a resolution for our club that maybe we win like a light FA Cup, you know. Maybe if it's not this year, definitely next year. And then we can win the actual title the year after next. I don't know. What do you think about that? It's just a thought. Big up yourself, Nick in the building, Doctor in the building, Lenny in the house, Will in the building as well. Shout out to you guys, man. I heard myself when I said that. I was like, Anyway, we're here to the show is What's Trending. And one of the things that I want to address is the fact that, you know, Arsenal is trending. And Arsenal is you know, one of those teams that has been synonymous with second place. And I'm curious, you know, right now, what you really think of it. You know, if you put your bias aside for a second as a fan, and I know a lot of us, like, you know, we like to just sort of reject the idea that Arsenal could ever win anything. And, you know, like what sort of in this field of just like, yeah, they'll forever be second place. But let's look at what you remember when we went into the Europa League final and we're like, it's Spurs, they'll bottle it. And things change, eras come to an end and new eras begin. And I'm curious where you stand on this. I want to share with you something real quick. Shout out to OW Guess, whatever his this person's handle is. Hold on, where's the sound? There we go. OW Guess what?
No champion.
Okay, all right. Let's do this again.
League in history. No Europa League in Arsenal Club's history. No Super Cup. No FIFA Club World Cup. No Champions League. 140 years. 140 years now. They have never defended a Premier League title. No treble winning season. No quadruple winning season. Never won a domestic treble, Premier League, FA, and the Carabao in the same season. Fewer Premier League titles than Blackburn Rovers. No European success since 1994. Team ya Arsenal jendiko. League title drought among the traditional top 6. Decline in global stage and competitiveness compared to the other European giants. Inconsistent performances in domestic and European competition. Rebuilding phase under Mikel Arteta without immediate major success. Eyo ndiku timu ya Arsenal. Yet Arsenal fans celebrate like Barcelona fans after every minor victory. Yet they have spent decades without major trophies, making more noise about potential than actually lifting silverware. The only thing they will lift this season.
So this is the identity of the Arsenal, guys. This is who we banter them, but it is true. But at the same time, this team is this identity is not going to last forever, and it's going to change. And I have a feeling like I want to put my bias to the side and say, guys, you may call them set piece FC, you may call them bridesmaid, now serial number 2, like the elephant that will fall from the tree, you know, whatever nickname you have for the Arsenal. I want to tell you right now that will change, and I have a strong feeling that it will start to change this year. It hurts me to say this, but I feel like it's happening. And there's a couple of like things that change a good team to a better team, or a very good team to an excellent team. They're all saying that, you know, goals win you games, defenses win you titles. You got to think about it. They have the best defensive record in the Premier League, and this is no surprise because last season we were talking about them, and even in the Kahoot game that we sometimes play, that they conceded the least amount of goals, and the season prior. And this team is just difficult to play against. They're the type of team that just tire you out. And I compared them on the other watch along the other day. I said, I feel like they're becoming like a very, 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 like, what do you call it? Like the way Inter Milan, Inter Milan plays very attractive football, but like the way they set up is to tire you out and wear you out and not even let you really attack. And then they'll get that set piece, and that sort of like aura about them is growing and growing, that every opponent that they face, they know that Arsenal set pieces are dangerous. They know that we're not going to get a lot of chances offensively. And those are two ingredients already put your opponent in a little bit of an inferior mind, in an inferior state of mind, So if we look at where they are right now, 3 goals conceded, a couple of things that stand out about Arsenal. 3 goals conceded, 6 clean sheets, 5.3 XG against. I know there's people that don't like talking about XG, but they've only really faced 19 shots in the Premier League. Do you hear what I'm saying? Arsenal have played 9 games and they faced 19 shots. That, if you really like put your aside, you remember Chelsea under Jose Mourinho. It's giving that. You know? And it's okay. It's okay. It hurts, but like it's just the truth that I want to mention. That I want to speak my truth, and I want to hear what you think about it. There's some people that are like, nah. But I feel like those people are blinded by the rivalry that we have, by the banter indoctrination that we have. They've upgraded. Let's not talk about the upgrades. Eze, Jokoresh, who will come good eventually. That back four looking like you know what you're going to get from that. It's one of the most consistent back fours you can think of. And once they get that set piece goal, long free kicks or corner kicks, they're going to make they're going to remix that saying that, oh yeah, goals will win you games, but set pieces win you titles. That's going to be a narrative, a phrase or something that's going to be said eventually, because this team, the way they're playing right now, and by the way, let's not talk about the fact that their forwards haven't really kicked on. And when I say haven't kicked on, I found out something very interesting, that Saka hasn't scored in about 21 games. Let's pull out the stats before I tell you an incorrect thing that might get me in court. But I just want you to just take a second to just put your bias aside for a moment and be objective about this thing, because the club that we always banter right now looks like they're on their way to a title charge. Look at the way that forwards are. The way the Arsenal forwards are not kicking on. Listen. Let me show you. Let me show you for a moment. Okay, Jokoresh has the most goals, but then after that, what? Jokoresh has got 3 Premier League goals. Zubimendi, Timber have the same number of goals as Saka. So, yeah, this is one of those where I'm like, oh yeah, I think the stat was pertaining Saka's assists. Let's just check to see how the assists are, because like I don't think Saka has assisted this season. Yeah, the statistic was Saka hasn't assisted in about 20 goals, in about 20 games, pardon me, which is crazy because nobody's talking about it. It's just quiet. It's just, if it was a Manchester United player, mamma mia, it would be something else. But do you see the the players that have registered goals so far in Arsenal's team? Gabriel, Declan Rice, Merino, Eze, Martinelli, Calafiori all have 1 goal. It's just that it's just too many defenders in this list and not enough attackers. Where is Trossard? Where is like the fact that what's his name? Martinelli shouldn't be having 1 goal in 9, fam. Anyway, Compo says Saka has been run to the ground. Is it possible that Saka has now actually he revived? That's the other thing. It's like for them to really, really get over the line, that title charge, players like Saka, Martinelli, and Jokoresh have to step up. But I'm just curious and watching with a side eye about this Saka trajectory to be like, is he going to be the star boy that the Arsenal fan base always big up? He's got a big scar at the back of his leg. After the injury, he's assisted, right? He assisted. Matter of fact, he might have assisted. It must have been versus Crystal Palace, if I remember correctly. And Arsenal Like, some people are like, yeah, he's back. But we haven't really seen him like that. And it feels like he's lost pace, How old is he again? 24 years of age. You see, Mama Mia, Jesus, when you give a young kid too much too soon. Now my conversation with on the Good, Bad, and Ugly the other day about, listen, Kobe Mano, you don't need to be playing every single game right now. Now that conversation doesn't look too bad. Like, he still needs to be playing. But the larger point that conversation is trying to make is every young player has to have a little bit of a futuristic way at looking at your career. Depends, obviously, who you want to be. Because not everybody's Messi, not everybody's Ronaldo. Those guys are anomalies. But if you give a young player too much too soon, you're going to run them to the ground. They're going to retire at 28. Saka will be lucky if he's still playing at 31. Saka to left wing back at United. Where's LD?
What are you saying? What are you saying? What is he saying?
Saka to United, playing left wing back? You crazy, fam. Guys, nah. You get the point that I'm trying to make, which is there has to be a developmental plan with young kids. But the show is about the fact that these guys are going to have a successful season. And if it's not, I feel like as soon as these forwards, the Arsenal forwards step up, they will clinch the title. Because the way they're playing right now, the identity that they're having right now, the aura that they're building right now, yeah, scary times. And I'm gonna tell you, if they, let's see that 22 points, 22. Let's look at the league table really quickly. Look at that. 1 loss, 1 draw. And we all know that Sunderland or Bournemouth, one of them is gonna normalize. If you know, you know. Like, I like a fairy tale story. Everybody want to have a little Leicester story every now and then, but normalization and equalization happen, and at least to one of those two teams. Spurs will obviously. Well, here I am obviously saying that Spurs will trying to say that Spurs will fall, but strange things have happened. I'm curious if you believe that Arsenal could win the Premier League this season. That's the question I want to pose. And that's the question that's in the form of a poll right now. Well, Arsenal. Will they clinch the Premier League title this year? Yes or no? Simple. Or they'll clinch second place. I love the banter story, but at some point, even Opta Computer, you know what Opta said about Arsenal? The Opta supercomputer said, Opta Premier League predictions. Let me show you. My God. I think they said, 60-something% chance that Arsenal will win the Premier League. If you look at, look at the Premier League, the actual Premier League table here, the expected Premier League table, and the predicted Opta. I need to do some research and figure out what's the difference between expected and predicted. Is this Yeah, because you see, there is some teams, Crystal Palace. What's going on here? Nah. Opta is doing too much. I know that stats-based outlet, but damn. One thing that's consistent is in all of these three tables, Arsenal is still at the top. So clearly there's something going on. Something in the statistical waters is going on. Opta is drunk. Lee's predicted above us. How? Hey man, yo. let's Stephanie, you have menace, you know. I will do some research and come back to you guys and tell you what's the difference between an expected and predicted. I'm gonna put the link in the chat as well right now. You know, if you wanna chime in on this, I'm curious what you think about Arsenal's chances of winning the Premier League. The other thing that I want to talk about is the fact that this Ruben Amorim narrative, I'm enjoying it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just having a good time. Just looking at just different pundits having to recalibrate. Some of them are measured. Some of them are like, oh, they're going the extreme version. It's really fascinating if you take a moment to just observe what different media outlets are saying about one, Manchester United, two, about Ruben Amorim. And I'm not even talking like specific. I'm not, you know, if you want to see how we got to this sort of like point where this guy that was called clueless and very you know, like the song about the system is not working, the system is not good, this formation will never work, all those are just quiet now. And I'm wondering, wow, to especially the people that said never, it will never work, you know. And right now, we're only just a few games in, by the way. We could lose versus Nottingham Forest, and I'm gonna still ask the same question because every game has to be taken in context. Every single game that you watch where Manchester United is playing, you can't just say, oh, because if we lose to Forest, I'm back to being Ruben Amorim out. I mean, you can choose to believe and support how you want to support, but what I'm trying to put forth is the fact that, you know, there's a short-termism that sometimes ends up controlling our feelings and our narrative, and I see it a lot. And this short-termism, even in this way, on that or that way, like, you know, in a positive way or in a negative way, it's what I want to bring up and say, you know, sometimes we need to be aware of it and wonder, is it helping us or is it going to cause damage to us? Take a look at this perspective real quick. Somebody said this: Manchester United will move to second place this weekend, and this is how. Man United will face Nottingham Forest on Sunday afternoon, and if they win the game, they move to second place, irrespective of Arsenal's results, as the Gunners are already 6 points clear. This is possible because the team ahead of Manchester United in the standings will either play on Sunday or later on Saturday. Also, there's still a chance United can sit in second place after Sunday's fixtures, as City will host second place Bournemouth. Spurs take on Chelsea, and Liverpool and Aston Villa will dig it out at Anfield. We have a fan who took his time to just sort of, try and look at the fact that we will be second for a few minutes, and I'm like, wow, how are you gonna even have a moment to just like draw up the potential, what? Do you get what I'm trying to say? This guy took his time to make a Premier League table that has Manchester United after 10 games and Arsenal after 9, and then we'll be just like second for a few minutes. And I'm like, how short term can it get? I mean, on one hand, I get it. Yeah. It's nice to see us on the first page of the Premier League table. But on the second hand, I'm like, it's this type of thinking that ends up making you so emotional and less logical. And then you end up looking at life, in a skewed way and forgetting just the important thing, which is sometimes you got to look at the journey of where you're trying to go and look at the things that are spoiling the journey. We mentioned this, that, if Eric Ten Hag didn't have Onana, that could have been a different path. But sometimes, I get it. He's the one that wants some or whatever. I accepted the Onana thing. He had a veto, etc., etc. This is not even about Eric Ten Hag, but it's more about like how one picture can be spoiled by a few bad apples. One basket can be spoiled. One basket full of fruit, good fruit, can be spoiled by a few bad fruit, and then you all of a sudden you gotta throw the whole thing out. Anyway. Have no fear. Man like Bali Tech is here.
We in the building. Big up to the chat. Everyone smash a like. Let's get in right now.
Bro, big up yourself, man. How you doing? What's, you heard me just talking a little bit about the Man United short-termism, a little bit about the Arsenal as well. Like, I'm curious where your thoughts are today. Bali Tech.
My thoughts are with the manager, because he had to go through a whole lot. He was looking like a crackhead on the sidelines. He was pacing back and forth like he needed a fix. And as I was looking at him and I was staring and I was thinking, why is this man looking like such a crackhead? He was itching for some wins. He was itching for the 3 points. He was itching for domination. He was itching to show all the haters as to why he signed that contract and why he came to Manchester United. And as far as I'm concerned, all these stories about the system, all these stories about, oh, well, he's not in Portugal now, and all of this fear-mongering that the media has given us, all this, oh, 3 at the back can't work.
Yeah.
And now we see it working, 3 point. Now we see a bit of poetry in motion. We see the front 3 doing what it's doing. We see Cunha kicking into form. We see Mbumo doing what he does, what he's been doing.
Yeah.
He's definitely the guy that we signed from Brentford.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all of that money. And Sesko is the guy who we signed from Germany, who's settling in England. And he definitely, and this one is directed at all them Rasmus fanboys, he definitely is a 100% upgrade on that guy. Because not only does he bring the finishing, but he can actually hold up the ball. Yes. he's not on the floor when the ball gets played up to him. He's not getting beaten by defenders each and every single time. No, he can hold his own. He's got a bit of strength about him. He can nutmeg a defender here or there. He can carry the ball if he needs to.
Not only that, but I feel like we've actually got the best from all the new strikers that, like, you know, that were rumored with the big clubs. We've probably got the better deal in terms of even comparing him to Ekitike. Like, I actually feel like he's going to be better than Ekitike. He's definitely better than Voldemort. He's definitely better than Jokoresh. Like, I think this guy's going to be better. Like, his ceiling is higher. And I'm actually like happy that we ended up with Šeško. And I'm seeing a baller. I'm seeing him do things that, say, Erling Haaland can't do in terms of build-up play and linking up. And the prime example, the last game, the Cruyff turned to pass the ball to Cunha. No, not to Cunha. The thing that the build-up that led to our first goal when he was involved in that skill move. You know, like all these things is just like, you can tell the ingredients are there. And once he really develops into certain attributes of his game, we're going to have a very dangerous player in Benjamin Šeško.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I look at the incremental improvements on the team.
Yeah.
And I just think to myself, I try to tell certain men that it's not the system, that is the players, and they just need to get to grips with certain things and whatnot. And man didn't really listen. They just start pointing to this team and to that team, and this team got a new manager and that team, but they don't understand. This team was building under Eric Ten Hag for a certain amount of seasons. They invested more money into Eric Ten Hag, then sacked him in 10 games. Literally. Sacked him in 10 games, brought in some whole new backroom staff and everything, got rid of them all, brought in Ruben Amorim, who plays a completely different system. We did not have the personnel to play these people. To play what he wanted. So what Ineos told him is that, listen, don't get us relegated, but it doesn't really matter where you finish. We're gonna invest heavily into the squad and whatnot. Just get rid of the brothers who you feel are going against the club in terms of what we expect as Manchester United standards. He highlighted certain guys who didn't want to follow the instructions, who wanted to do their own thing, who felt like they was up there like that, bigger than the manager, you could say. I even heard certain fans said, "Oh, why is he getting rid of Garnacho? Oh, who is he? Who is he? Who is he?" And I'm thinking to myself, wow. So you're telling me that Alejandro Garnacho is now bigger than the manager? Regardless of whether that incident was the manager's fault or his fault, now I want Garnacho out. And the reason why I want him out is not just because he doesn't pass to people. It's not just because he keeps banging the ball over the bar repeatedly. It's because fans are putting him above the manager. He is not Cristiano Ronaldo. I can sack a manager for prime Cristiano Ronaldo. I can. Not Alex Ferguson, but maybe a Mourinho if he's messing up, right? But I can't sack a manager. Who's trying to turn the club around for Garnacho. Who is he?
Thank you.
He's the guy who hasn't done anything. And he, like, if I sack a manager for Rashford, a guy who's given us one phenomenal season out of all the other seasons that he's had, then now we're starting to move like crackheads. We do not know what is good for us.
Yeah.
We have to let a manager come in and complete his project.
But-
Yeah. People wanted to kill this manager from a season that was a write-off. Remember, last season was a write-off. Fair enough, yeah. I still have an issue with that Tottenham final. I'm
Yes.
not like I'm an Amorim in type of guy, yes. But I had serious issues with the way he managed that final.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, the brother's been trying to implement his system, and at the end of the day, we do not really have the full repertoire for the system. We got rid of all the Rashfords and the Sanchos and the Antonys and all of these misfits at the club. We've had to replace them with a couple of men, and that midfield still needs work. Now, I put it to you that if you see the way we're playing now, you can definitely see that there's an upgrade in terms of the football that we're playing compared to Ten Hag. Now, when I remember watching Ten Hag's football,
Yeah.
we won when he was winning, and when under Ten Hag, when we was winning, we won a lot of scumbag games. We won a lot of games not really playing well and just scumbagging it. Yeah. Teams were outclassing us in terms of the football being played on the pitch, but we were still winning games. Yeah. Regardless of that. Now we're actually playing what I believe is a slightly better brand of football,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's more enjoyable to watch. And I promise you, we haven't even got a proper midfield yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we get the midfield that can actually keep the ball, do progressive passes, shut teams down, shut the opposition down at source, start conceding way less shots than we do. We've got the beast Lemens in goal. Yeah, we've got the killers up front, the contract killers up front. I'm telling you now, yeah, we need to sort out that wing back area. I'm telling you now, that left wing back area. I promise you. Yeah.
But
This Arsenal, they're gonna start getting slapped.
Oh, okay. Okay, so can we have the documentation right now? Will Arsenal win the league this season or no?
I believe that this is Arsenal, bro. They're looking good now. This is what they specialize in doing. They will look good now. Everyone's gonna be like, Arsenal's gonna win the league. Arsenal's gonna win the league. And then towards the end, they'll get a nosebleed, and it's to me, it's probably gonna come back to Manchester. I'm not sure who, but the title's coming back to Manchester.
He says, I'm not sure which side. Big up Bali Tech. Big up Bali Tech. Interesting. He said, it might. Let me bring in Great One. Kindly hit the like button if you haven't hit it yet. Big up the Great One. What you say, my brother?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, listen. Regarding what Balitek has said, I think I was the first to say that. I'm not gonna lie.
To say which one? Because Balitek talked about a couple of things. He addressed player power. He said Arsenal is not gonna win the league. It's gonna come to Manchester. He also said which part exactly? He said a couple of things.
I said at the start of the season when title shot, I told him he knows this, and he laughed at me. So just saying, By the way, bots, happy anniversary! Happy 1 year anniversary!
Happy 1 year.
Yeah, anniversary. On this day last year, Ten Hag got sacked.
We lost connection with the great one. His Wi-Fi is moving mad, you know. Vegeta.
Yo, sorry, just jumped back in.
You hear the great one sing. Anyway. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Let's do it.
So there's two schools of thoughts that I have, right? The first one, and I don't know if you saw my comments, right? I can concede that maybe I was too harsh on the manager. I'll concede that much.
Yes.
But
We're collecting receipts. Welcome. Are you? Do you want to join, or you're still considering your application?
no, I'm just gonna chill for now because I think people forget. I think people forgot that the whole reason I even joined the out camp is because when I was actually commenting on last season and criticizing Ruben, people were like, "Oh, so you're Ruben out?" And I asked, "So guys, to criticize him, I have to be Ruben out. I can't just criticize him, but also not want him out because I didn't want him to be fired. I was just saying you can't just drop points and then people are like, oh, that means you're Ruben out. So I said, okay, cool. I'm gonna be petty because that's what the African in me just wanted to be petty. So I said, okay, fine, Ruben out, and then it just became a thing since then. I think people forget that. But anyway, that being
okay.
but that being said, I was listening to Bali Tech, and I don't agree with the stuff about last season, guys, because there should never be a circumstance where in November we are saying it's a free hit just because you just joined. Because even teams that are not out of our caliber don't accept that. Teams that are in the middle, teams that are not trying to get, they don't accept that.
But you know why that circumstance came to be, because of the fact that we did not have any long-term planning. We've been just sort of going back and forth. We've been trying we tried the proven winner, we tried the experienced coach, we tried the ex-club legend. We tried, bro.
I hear you, bro. I hear you, but
the club has not been set up to have a succession plan for any manager.
Bro,
right now,
I hear what you're saying, but
you're saying that we should never ever be in that place, and I agree with you. But I'm saying you have to understand that we were in that place.
No, I think, you see, that's the problem. I think two things can exist. Like I said, I can concede in my thinking that I was too harsh. But at the same time, you can't gaslight the fan base into being positive, because we all saw last season. That's the point I'm trying to make, is that we can't just say forget last season as if it didn't happen. It happened. It's a reality. It's a fact.
Okay.
And if we're going to judge the manager, we have to judge him on his entire body of work. It's last season plus this season. And that's why I'm saying I'm looking at this season and I'm conceding. Why? Because I'm also including this season. Because we know what other people will do. They'll go to the extreme of saying this season doesn't matter because last season happened. You can't do that. You have to take everything the manager has done and is doing and make up your mind. So the problem I had last season is that when we were only winning one game after 6 months, people were making it seem like we were crazy for being angry. That's the only issue I had. And that's why I went so far to that other side to say, okay, I'll be Amorim out, because it's like people forgot who we are. People are expecting us to not have expectations just because of all the other shenanigans happening around the club. The club doesn't stop being a football club just because of the other factors. We still have to win games. Okay. And you'll get relegated irrespective of having no long-term plan or having a long-term plan. You will still get relegated. There's still 3 points that have to be won. There's still games that have to be won. And also, it would have done a better thing for Ruben to win as many of those games as possible, even if it's a free hit. You get what I'm saying? Because it was only making his job tough by having a 26% win percentage. That's not good.
You're saying like winning at the expense of just chasing a higher win percentage, even though like he's not really instilling his actual ideas. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
But you see, that's also disingenuous, because you see, even with now, he's winning with his philosophy, but he's also made changes. People are saying, can't he make a little bit of an adjustment? He's made adjustments, guys. Is he just winning magically now all of a sudden? Are we saying there's no difference?
No.
Ruben is still applying Ruben ball, but he's made adjustments because he's in a different league. That's all people asked for last year, guys. We didn't say abandon everything to accommodate the bums, because we know that these people are criminals, but we're not blind. But at the same time, we were saying, don't drop 3 points, because 15th under any circumstance is not acceptable. It will never be acceptable. There is no excuse. There's no caveat for 15th when you can win games. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Great one. You can say I'm waffling, but you always talk rubbish and you never pick up what you're saying with truth. So can you relax? Maybe say something of substance instead of just saying that.
Okay. Stop at checking. Great one. Last question is: will Arsenal win the league this year or no?
I'm gonna go back to what I said in the chat. If Arsenal are in this thing, and Liverpool are also apparently in this thing, then I'm backing Man United, because everybody else is doing nonsense, and all it takes is consistency and 1 game a week. And if Ruben continues to make the tweaks, and we continue to trust him, why not? Look at my picture. I'm not backing no damn Arsenal. I'm backing us.
You know what?
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing.
We will be there. We will be there.
Big up, my bro Vegeta. Okay, let's see. It's crazy, you know, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't hit it yet, because we talking to the one and only Connie. What you doing, bro? Man, like overhead TV.
Botswana Papi. What's good, fam?
What's cooking? You're you know, like 90% of the time you're in the kitchen, you know.
You know the vibes, bro. You know the vibes.
Yeah. Let's talk. What are you saying? What are you saying about Ruben Amorim, the narrative like that's happening right now? And also just curious what you think about Arsenal's chances of winning the title this year, the Premier League title. You there? Got it. Maybe his phone fell in the pot. Well, that's that.
Hey,
Big up, doctor.
how are you?
Good. Yo, you know what?
What?
I have a surprise, doctor.
Don't tell me you got the book. You got the book. Oh my God, I am so excited. Now, I'm down.
They clearly don't want me to
hurry up.
What kind of packaging is this?
Do you have a pair of scissors? Is it a hardcover or paperback? Oh my God, perfect.
I love this game. Yo.
It's the hardback. It is great.
Yeah.
Oh approves.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, buddy.
We love this game.
Yes.
Is that Uncle Pat?
Yes, of course.
The one and only.
Right.
All right. My internet waffled for a bit.
I encourage you guys to also get a copy. By the way, get a copy and let's read it together. You know, come on,
it's worth it. If you get over the first page, then you can trust me. It explains a lot.
Okay. All right. Yeah. What are you saying?
Anyway, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start from
which club? Which of your clubs?
The part where Vanessa said, "If Liverpool somehow still is in this title charge, then us United, we're still in it. Bournemouth is still in it because they've lost 1 game. It's only Arsenal and Bournemouth that lost 1 game so far. Everybody else has lost 3 or more." And somehow we all know Arsenal are going to start drawing games, be it 0-0, be it 1-1. They're going to start doing that.
Why do you say that? Is it because just historically, or like
it's historically, and it's
And
10
what?
games in. It's 10 games in. That's number one. Number two, this is like after AFCON, January, February, March, I feel like they will start losing steam because they're still in the Carabao Cup. They still have FA Cup to play. They're still in the Champions League, and that is intense because they're not going to be playing. That is intense.
This Arsenal this year is a little different from last year.
It's a little different. And trust me, once injuries start happening, and it's gonna happen, it's already started. Fine, they have like a squad there, but they won't be able to like back themselves up. I know this. Hell, I put money on us or Bournemouth.
Curious where this stubbornness is coming from, because they lost the league by 10 points last season. So it's just 3 wins, 1 draw, and you don't think the fact that they now have Gyökeres, Madueke, Zubimendi, all those people are adding to what like Arsenal. To that right now they may not be all contributing, but like they will.
If Opta still if people still have money, let me reiterate it. People still have their money on Liverpool to somehow come back and win this. Yeah. And they just lost 4 Premier League games on it. Man.
Okay.
Then why can I not believe that Manchester United can win this? Hell, I can believe that Bournemouth can win this because they lost just 1 game. It's just they've drawn like more than Arsenal. So, please. And 3 years in a row they've been second. They bottled it. Please. And this is Arsenal.
But they can't keep bottling. Even Spurs were serial bottlers, and then they won the Europa League. So, like, I'm just really curious if the basis of your prediction is just banter and
no,
you.
It's not just banter.
You're underestimating Arsenal.
I'm not underestimating Arsenal. I'm just saying that like historically they haven't done shit. I was really trying not to swear. I was really trying not to swear. Like literally.
Big up, doctor.
Yesterday I was on Abs's channel and I said this. I was like, and Abs was like, I'm delusional. I said, let me be delusional, please, okay?
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I've never been to a book club before, doctor, So what's the format?
No.
We're reading the first 3 chapters and then we're going to talk about them.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Also,
first 3 chapters. This is the first 49 pages. I can do it.
Again, people, I'm gonna keep on saying this. Trigger warning for the.
I hope these pictures. Why is it just all?
It's words? In the middle. It's in the middle.
What? One picture?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole
okay.
bunch.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for putting me on this, and I can't wait. Members only content. We'll start there and then open it up to everybody.
Yeah. Also.
Yeah.
Side note. Just the fact. So let me say media. Media uses Manchester United here. And I think I've said this so many times. They for the okay, I'm gonna track back to when I was doing my O levels. We did a mini kind of journalism thing where my English teacher was said, you have to create clickbaity like titles to draw people to your work. That's what the media is doing. It's classic 101 journalism. This is the little I know. They put out a headline: Ruben Amorim sacked in the morning? Question mark. Something like that. Something stupid like that.
Yeah.
And anything about Manchester United, the biggest club in the UK, in the world, you could say arguably, because I also believe Real Madrid is the only other club that is equaling our name, or maybe slightly above us, which is understandable. They will get clicks to their website, and they live off of clicks. And most people don't even read the article. They just see the headline and run with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And now that Ruben has won 3 more games in a row, they don't know what to do with themselves, especially the ones who hate on us, right? So they're just like running around like headless chicken. And I honestly couldn't care less what they do.
Yeah.
They could actually go and do one. And
I'm enjoying the skillful trackbacks that everybody's is.
No. They don't have to track back. They can stand on what you mean. They can actually go and do one.
What
And that's me being nice.
What ends up catching more steam, Doctor, is the fact that the narrative should be on this is Liverpool's year to defend the title. Can they defend it? Like the pressure should be on Liverpool and less on Manchester United.
You see,
we win a few games, and now it's like, oh, there's now even people on TalkSport, for example, who have gone all the way to the other side saying, oh, we're gonna I'm like,
Liverpool have lost 4 games in a row.
Yeah.
The media are not saying a lot about that. They're not saying, I'm talking a lot about Arne Slot, right? Yeah. But they rather, we've won 3 games in a row. What if it was United, who's lost 4 games in a row? Oh my God. Nobody would hear the end of it. Bruno Fernandes misses 2 penalties. It's the end of the world. We lost versus Brentford. It's the end of the world. We lost versus City. It's the end of the world. Arsenal beat us 1-0, by the way. And even that, they scored that 1 goal and defended for their life. Oh, it was the end of the world. They lost the first game of the season. Can they do anything? What is going on? You know?
Yeah.
My God, I'm tired. I am tired of our names being in people's mouths.
Yeah.
Right? And do you know what? I'm going to go back to when Onana was with us. You saw how many interviews they did of him. He shouldn't have been in interviews so many times, and that's half of the reason why he's gone on loan too. I'm not defending his shitty 2 years he's been here, but you understand what I mean. If they had interviewed him so many times, I feel like people would have, jumped down his. You remember before Lyon, they interviewed him and he said all that nonsense. We all have an uncle like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said this before.
He said like, I wanna quit or something. Was that when he said that?
No, he was saying that he even was being nice to the Lyon players and was like, oh yeah, we're gonna win, etc. etc. Then he goes and lets 2 goals in. Then we played the second one, and we are 2-0 up. Somehow he lets 4 goals in. Then somehow had. To be fair, they flipped and reversed the entire thing.
I hear you.
To make it seem like he was hating on that idiot in Lyon who really thought he could come back and say some shit.
Yeah.
The former United player, whatever his name is, let's make it Tyrion or whoever he is.
Yeah.
And Ryan Cherky.
Doctor, I got one more question for you, by the way.
I'm going down I'm starting to get angry.
No, don't get angry. Don't get angry. Okay,
not angry, but frustrated.
Don't be frustrated. Do you know how to do the Brian Boerman Amad Diallo dance?
What? Why would you ask me that question?
Because that's a way to relieve frustration or anger. I don't know. They got Professor. Oh, Professor, do you know how? Do you know
I've just been listening here all day, and I'm like, okay.
What do you think about what you've been listening to?
I just ignored it. When it comes to Arsenal, when it comes to Liverpool, when it comes to rival team, people should have agenda, banter. So I pretty much just like, oh, I can tune this up. I don't have to respond to it. You don't have to respond to something. You don't have to respond. You just tune it off. I don't do banter.
You don't do banter.
I don't do banter, so I can tune it off and say, okay.
I'm glad you don't do banter. So I want to document this. Will Arsenal win the Premier League this year, Professor Omo?
I don't know yet. I cannot answer you. There's one more international break, right? There's one more or two more. There's one more international break. What happened after January? I will come back to that. After January, ask me that. I cannot tell right now. It's too early. I'm not going to give them by the title right now. It's early. For what?
But based on the evidence of like they've had the best defensive record the last couple of seasons,
Yeah, they're better. Yes, better than Chelsea.
And you know the saying. Defense attack wins you matches. Defense wins you titles. Yeah. Yes. So
they're going on the right trajectory right now because again, so far the defense right now is better than the Marino defense. I think I forgot how many goals they conceded. Their defense,
I think they conceded like 9 goals.
I'm not sure, but I heard. But
it's one of those unbreakable Mourinho records.
Yeah, but right now the goal against them is phenomenal. You cannot take that from them. And when people say they score a lot of goals from set pieces, people give them the set pieces.
15 goals. That's
and how many are they considered right now? 3.
Right now they've conceded 3 and only faced 19 shots.
Yeah, their defense is there. Their attacking is there. People say that, all they do is score set pieces. Why don't give them set pieces there? Look what happened. Was it Leeds that they played against? When it spanked Leeds 5-1? When the game opened up, listen, the way the trajectory they're going right now is the trajectory of them winning the league. That's why I say until January come, I could say, okay, you are favorites to win it. Because Liverpool ain't doing nothing, Man City ain't doing nothing, Chelsea ain't doing nothing. They're the only ones. And I cannot give my stamp of approval like, okay, you're favorite to win until January. Because anything can happen. Players could get injured. Player could go out of form. Anything can happen. But so far, them set pieces on point.
And you don't think they'll set piece that way to a Premier League title? You're hesitating on saying that.
I'm not hesitating. I'm just like I said, I'm waiting to January. There's no hesitation. You're forcing me to answer you now. I'm telling you, wait till January. I will give you a definite answer.
All right. We'll have to hold our horses.
Because and that's just there. Because again, they're doing corner kicks. Yeah. They haven't done the throw-ins yet. They haven't done the throws yet. People like was it Brentford or Bournemouth? One of those beating where Kaya days from lost. Yeah. They haven't done throwing yet. They are just doing corner kicks.
Yeah.
Wait till they're like throw it. It's gonna be an issue. And people say that all they do is set pieces. I'm like, bro, they are trying to break things down, but teams are parking the bus against them. Team park the bus against them. That's why the Gukeres not working. They wait for Kai Havertz to come back. Because like, yo, bro, Gukeres, like you gotta come to midfield and link up, but bro, he don't got the body for it. He don't got the body to link up. He just got the body to, like somebody said that he plays like a directional button instead of an analog stick. And it makes sense.
That defense.
it makes sense. He just said, I'm like, you are correct. There's nothing I can say. All I can do is repeat what you told me. Because it's the only way. I'm like, he don't got the body for it. You did get Kai Havertz, himself might be different. Because again, they have Martinelli scored all of a sudden. They have Moreno, number 6 upside down, number 9 scoring. Yeah, they have Saka there. They have Eze there. That's with Mendy. They have Gabriel's there. So I think Gabriel Saliba has the most GF for their team. I'm not sure. From corner kicks. Gabriel and Timber. From corner kicks.
Gabriel and Timber. Okay, from corner kicks. That makes sense.
It's like, bro, like the way they're going, the trajectory is done to win the league. And come January, you will see where they are. And like, bro, the league is yours. It is what it is. Because Liverpool fumbling. they got to figure out their attack because they thought losing Trent like it's not gonna affect them. It's affecting them. Trent was those passes were on point, but now the passes ain't there. Things are getting tougher. On Man City, they're still trying to find their footing. Ever since they lost KDB, Rodri injury again, they're still trying to find their footing.
Me, I think Man City is also struggling with the void of Kyle Walker. His recovery pace,
Kyle Walker recovery,
a lot. Like Pep's system feels like it needs somebody like.
Also Liverpool goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper, like listen, the goalkeeper. I'm like, when they signed that goalkeeper from Valencia, I'm like, oh, he's gonna be a good goalkeeper. But now he has come to the league, like something happened. You know, when you see somebody from somewhere else, you're like, oh, yeah, potential. He come here, like it's not working the same way. Like, bro, their whole issue is attack and defense. Listen, even if they want to play through at the back, they don't have enough center backs. Because the attack is loaded. You could just go like, yeah, I'm just gonna attack you all day, but like, bro, you don't have defense to cover for it. So that's the whole issue. Chelsea. Young kids, they're not gonna win the league, but they will get your top 4. Get out the way. Newcastle get top 4 one way or another. Like they are primed to get top 4, but they did.
What about United?
United, listen, we are on a whole different trajectory. Don't put us there. We are the underdog, and we'll keep it that way. Listen, our expectation is low, but it's gonna be high. Don't push us. You remember that year when Chelsea were gonna win the league and they lost to Man City? Mm-hmm. No, they drew against Man City and they were clapping. Don't put us up there. Us, we're just chilling. We're playing football. We're trying to thrive. Listen, what did Radcliffe said? 3 years. Radcliffe come out of that interview. I told you, Radcliffe's that interview saved Amorim job. It lowered the United fan base. Like, 3 years, we could come down.
Hey,
we are United. We're trying to figure things out. We're trying to figure out who's our striker. We're trying to figure out who's our wing back. We're trying to figure things out right now, and that's the road we are armoring. We're trying to figure things out. So don't push us up there. Don't push us up there. We're trying to figure things out. We're playing football, and again,
I had PTSD when you mentioned the word underdog.
But we won. How did I win, Phil?
No, from the preview verse.
Yeah. We're gonna skip that. We're gonna skip past that because we don't want people talking to the chat now. So we're gonna skip past that. But either way, United issue is another thing because the important competition is coming on. AFCON. I do not know how we're gonna handle it. Listen, AFCON is gonna come around and things will have to change. I may want to make magic work.
Nah, this is where like
Blamo, Ahmad, and Mazrari, Lord help us. And it's in January. If we could, but we'll figure it out. So how many games is that? 6 games or 9 games? Some number of games like that. But either way, we're Manchester United. We are trying to survive and not get relegated. We're not trying to finish in the second half of the table. We're just trying to get to Europe. With a conference, with a UCL, with a Europa, we're just trying to get to Europe. Don't rush us. Don't rush Amorim. We're just trying to get to Europe. Winning the league, this ain't the season for that. We are not in a title race. We are trying to get into Europe. That is Manchester United. We are trying to get to Europe. We're not in a title race. Leave it at that.
Wow. The most sensible thing Professor has said this year, and it's October. I'm also like, as much as I wanted to work and I'm optimistic, and I just know that like one game at a time, that's how we go. That's the mentality. One game at a time. Let's talk to my broski. Let's see, Kani in the building. We didn't finish our conversation, Kani. You there? Overhead Kick TV. Well, going once, going twice, and ding, 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 ding. Welcome, Stratford Elite, to the conversation.
What's going on?
Yo, you know what? Professor just talked like some sense right now about like temper expectations, one game at a time, and just Europe. should be our Conference League, Europa League. We might end up somewhere there or fall into Champions League position. What do you think about that?
Forget all that. Let's go for a title charge, bro.
You're like
Now,
just out.
let's do it, man. Like, I hear all the measured stuff. You want to be balanced. You want to, like not overachieve. But I really feel like this season could be one of those Leicester kind of seasons. Like everyone's beating everyone. You've got Arsenal top of the table. Like they've scored 5 open play goals. That's 17th in the league. I mean, they're scoring more corners than I don't know. Like they've played minutes. It's like they can't score open play goals, and I don't think they're really playing great football. Like if you were to tell me the best team that's playing football at the moment, I'll tell you Bournemouth. Honestly, I think they're the best of the rest. So are you telling me Bournemouth's gonna win the league? Maybe, because Leicester won it in 2016 and we all didn't expect it. So
Sure.
like my opinion on whether Arsenal's gonna win the league or not, all I need to do is just take you to, was it the 22-23 season?
Yeah.
Remember when they were beating like Leeds and Fulham like 5-0, West Ham like 6-0, and they were
They
top of the
even had
league.
a double-digit lead, I think, at one
10
point.
points at one point. Yeah, I think February,
Mhm.
albeit I think City had 2 games in hand, but
Mhm.
they had a substantial lead. And then, going into like that, the final couple games, Saliba got injured. They drew 3 games in a row. One of them was to Southampton, obviously lost to City. And like, bro, I'm thinking if you can bottle it from 10 points clear, playing the best football I've seen, in the last 3, maybe even 5 years, and then still lose that league? What makes you think they're gonna win the league in a year where they're relying heavily on set pieces, corners? They can't. They've scored the 17th. They're in a relegation battle for the amount of open play goals they've scored, and Gabriel Rice gets injured. Like those goals dry up. So honestly, bro, maybe it's outside the box. Maybe Bournemouth win the league. Maybe if we're going
Yeah,
off the best
yeah.
football team,
It could be
Bournemouth are the best,
yes.
in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Okay. So out of curiosity, I don't know how far true this is. I gotta show you this, Stratford. They say since Sir Alex Ferguson left the club in 2012, blank is the manager who put together the most streaks of 3+ wins. Which
Don't
manager?
tell me it's Ten Hag. Don't tell me it's Ten Hag.
No. I'm just curious. No, I'm just curious. Who do you think it is? Who's the
Oh, who
manager
I think it is? Oh,
who put together the most
well,
streaks?
obviously not Amorim. Yeah, Ten Hag. I don't think. Who do we have? We had Oli, but
We had
I don't
Oli,
know.
we had Mourinho, we had Van Gaal, we had Moyes, we had Eric.
I don't think it was Van. You said it was since Ferguson left, yeah.
Yeah, since 2012. Who's the manager who put together the most streaks of 3+ wins? Between Ole, Mourinho, Solskjaer, Eric, Van Gaal, and Moyes.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to go with. I remember when Oli, he was the temporary manager. We went on a mad run. So it's either him or Ten Hag, but I'm gonna say Oli. Who's it?
Ooh, people. Let me see if anybody in the chat got it right. Let's see. Joe went with Oli. Vegeta went with Oli. Luen also went with Oli. Reves is Solskjaer as well. Nah, you know what, Vegeta? You should have trusted your first instinct, bro. The answer is Jose Mourinho.
Was it Jose?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was that season we finished with 81 points.
Yeah.
I think that was the year City went Centurions. It's a long time ago though, but yeah, we did win a lot of games that season, but we were a million miles off. I remember we stopped them winning the league at the Etihad, but yeah, it feels like years ago, man. I just
Right?
have pretty bitter memories of Mourinho. It's hard, isn't it? and it's been so
I
long.
know, I know. This is 3+ wins, most streaks of 3+ wins. But I remember Oli had the like, I think away, we were just a problem, bro. We would go and like just mash up teams. It was crazy. He there was a very free flowing attacking moment, and man, if only.
Yeah, I just reread the question. It's the most streaks. I thought you meant like the longest winning run. I thought that was the
No,
question
most
you asked.
streaks, most 3+
Oh, okay.
streaks.
Yeah, that makes sense then. Yeah, because we got the most points under Mourinho, 81. I think on the Oli we got like 76 or something. So yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, Oli's second season. I mean, when we finished second with Oli, I think it was about 70 something, 76 sounds right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
around that.
Yeah. Crazy though. So where are you on the Ruben Amorim conversation right now?
But I'm similar to you. I think we've gone to battle a couple times against these Amorim outers, and I was with you standing by firm saying,
I know.
Amorim, I don't want to see him sacked. Yeah, guys like is it Wrap Up or all the guys just like
Yes.
crashing it on
Yes.
us, but we stood firm. Like I'd
Yes.
have to give my respects, my salutes to you because
Yeah.
us Amorim inners, we've had hard times. We've been
Bro.
called deluded, like we don't want what's best for the club, like
Yeah.
we don't want to we just stick into our habit just to prove that we just don't want change, like every name under the sun. And it's
Bro.
funny how when the good times turn around, it's like but like we're allowed to change our minds when football's going well, like oh, but the time suggested it was horrible, so what, we're not going to react to the results. So it's like from being reactionary, we're just the people that just weren't going to change their minds regardless. So it is where it is. Like you can give it whatever label under the sun.
Yeah.
Whether you want to back the manager, that's just you're just sticking by regardless of the club.
Yeah.
Or
And the part that's crazy, Stratford, is that like, say we lose versus Forest, I'm not gonna change my opinion. Like it's like, as long as like it's all like, I'm gonna look at the evidence in front of me, look at how we lose to Forest, if we lose to Forest, and then from there, like make my opinion based on like the context of the information and where I think we're going. But at the end of the day, it's like, I know that there's some people that are like so results oriented on a short-term level.
yeah, I call them reactionary. Like you look at these Liverpool fans, I'm hearing their fan base is a meltdown. They want Slot out now. Like some of these big channels, they're onto Slot. Like you biting the hand that feeds you. You just won a title and already you want the guy out. Like imagine you wanted Klopp out after his first or second season, or you wanted Guardiola out after his second season when he didn't win a trophy. It's like and it's only like 10 games in, 9 games in as well. So like, but between me and you, like I wouldn't have wanted to sack Amorim till the end of the season, pretty much regardless, obviously bar relegation. Like what Spurs did with Ange, because it's like if you sack a manager mid-season, you don't really get to see what their true capabilities are, or you don't get to build or allow the next manager to build properly what they're starting, because you need a pre-season, you need a full transfer window, and you need to properly build. So I'll happily reap the rewards of sticking by Amorim. Like Joe's right, he's not through the woods yet. We've got to beat Forest, and then hopefully get a result against Spurs. Hopefully a draw at least, and or a win, and that guy can get his hair cut. Like we just need to get give that United Strand guy a bold trim. We need it for the fans. We need it. I hope
he's going bald. In fact, he shouldn't even try.
He's probably even showing the pictures of his hair. Like, guys, we need to do this. Let's go, guys. We need to win 5 games, guys. Let's go. Obrigado.
Yeah, that's funny. Earlier on, I was having this conversation in the show. I think it might have been either with Balitek or Great One. I think it was Balitek. He said, I wouldn't sack the manager for any player except CR7, right? And what do you think about that statement? Just it stayed in my mind, you know. I'm just
Yeah, it
curious.
sounded a bit player FC, you know, but like to be honest, I was onto Ten Hag when Ernie was beefing with Ronaldo as well. You know, it's like you got a goat of football, and then you know you're beefing with him. Like something smells there. You know, you gotta. There's no smoke without fire. So my opinion on that is you know 9 times out of 10 back the manager, but you know the 1 time out of 10 would be like maybe a Ronaldo stands up, or you know
Okay.
like your best player is like maybe
Okay.
Bruno. He's saying something. Then you know there's something deeper, like something's under the carpet. You need to probably check out.
Okay.
So, but like,
Okay.
but like I said, I would always want to back the manager. You know, like that's the situation with Kobe. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you know
So
your
you're
academy
backing the manager
prospect.
over Kobe? Is that what you're?
Yeah,
Where
I'm
you're?
backing the manager over Kobe. Look, it's the thing with Kobe. His situation is like he's still a talent. Everyone knows he's good. He's such a great player. But the thing is, if you want to back the manager, you're gonna have to move him on in some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like so then you're at a crossroads. Do we back the manager and let him make a decision that could potentially, you know, affect this guy's career, or do we sort of go the same way we've always been going, which is player FC? You know, we didn't get rid of Martial, we didn't get rid of was it like guys like I don't know, like Sancho straight away, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Rashford, Garnacho. We stuck by our academy talent, so we didn't let the manager do his thing. So I think if we really want to move forward as a club, you know, maybe it's a loan Kobe, you know, bring in Gallagher and loan, and then we see you, or maybe it's we just sell Kobe, get buyback clause, and we just trust that, you know, it works out. And hopefully, you know, it maybe it's 4 or 5 years down the line, Kobe turns a good player. We sign him, but it might have to be the Pogba situation where you're paying like 90 million. It's just one of those things. But I'm backing Amorim over Kobe, and I'm backing Amorim, you know, to the end of the season. So let's continue enjoying our dividends of United getting wins and seeing these Amorim outers fold to come back, man. Let's do it.
Oh, back to manager, back to manager, back to manager.
That's the words of Stratford Elite. Ah, great one. Where did you go? Because we didn't really talk, man. All right. Young puppy in the building.
Yeah.
What are you saying, broski?
What's going on?
First of all, yeah, we were talking about Ruben Amorim, the narrative around him now. We're talking also about Arsenal's year. If this is the Arsenal year, what do you think?
No. I've seen teams have 14 points above the second place and still flop.
Okay. And even with that upgrades, given the upgrades that they have made.
What upgrades they had? They had like a few midfielders and the
Not just
hairstylist.
a few midfielders, players that we
The
were even
hairstylist.
Martin Zubimendi, Eze Madueke, you
Eze
know.
was a nice one, to be fair. Eze was a nice one. That's
Yeah,
probably the best one, if I'm
Eze
gonna be
was a
honest.
nice buy. Yeah.
Eze, I'm jealous that they got Eze, in all fairness. Mandueke, I mean, I rate Mandueke, but they got him, I guess. I didn't see how they would really use him, in all fairness. And how much time has he had? Has he been playing lately?
Madueke, yeah, he's featured a few times, but like I don't think he's gotten that
He's
many.
still kind of getting the ropes down, right?
Exactly.
Makes sense. Makes
So
sense.
I've seen him.
That's the type of player he is right now. Like he's not a finished product, is it?
Yeah,
So
he's
I
only
mean, I can't
23.
really exactly. I
Yeah.
can't blame him for that personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Eze is the only one that's really looking. I mean, I guess I could say Zubimendi as well. His came up with a few goals for them as well.
Yeah. Oh, he's what's his name? Madueke has almost played 400 minutes. Actually, that's quite a lot. In 6 games, he's featured 5 times in the Premier League. So
I was gonna say that's like 5 full games.
Yeah.
Not full, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's not bad. But
Yeah.
then Saka's been injured as well, so Saka gets back. Then you know what I mean. That's where I really looked at it. Like when they have the full team, does he really get into the 11?
Mm.
Personally, I feel like he can. He might have to switch positions, but then you got Trossard over there, and then now you got Eze as
Yeah.
well. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Arsenal is not winning it, and
No, no,
what?
they're not winning it.
All right, all right. The question that I wanted to ask Stratford Elite was, that I asked Stratford Elite, are you backing, if it was Kobe versus Ruben Amorim, are you, which side are you on?
You know my skin color, right?
Oh boy. Yo, Cuddy.
Yo, boss, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I tried. This is the third time. Third time is the charm.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I think I wrote in you just didn't see in the chat I had a call.
It's all good. What do you think? Well, after you it's wrap up, but like what do you think? And then we wrap up the show. But what do you think about Arsenal's chances? Is this that year? I want to hear your take on that first, and then we'll come back to United.
Yeah. Well, for me, I've seen them too many times where they have had it's been their year and then they always end up coming out second, bro.
But surely something's gotta change at some point. Have you ever tried in your life where you try something and you just fall short, and you keep trying and you keep improving yourself? At some point, you're gonna do it, right?
Yeah, at some point you're gonna do it, but you not just Arsenal.
No, but like, okay. Do you see the way that they're playing, that consistent with that defense is just the best in the league right now. All they need to do is just once that text starts clicking, bro, it's over. It's over. Put
They
your
do
pride
stand.
aside for
To
a
be
second.
honest, they do stand a chance. I'm not putting my pride in front of anything,
Yeah.
of not being objective, but they
Yeah.
do stand a chance. But history, detects that they have also they are habitual bottlers. So we can't also just ignore that all over a sudden because they've bought Jokeres, and who I don't think is even better than Sesko. So it's not
All I'm
really.
saying is Djokovic, I saw him at the Ballon d'Or ceremony for a reason. He scored a bunch of goals last year. And that player eventually, he may not score the same amount of goals. Matter of fact, he won't score the same amount of
Yeah,
goals.
that was the minors leagues, bro.
But
Like, we're not playing a bunch of minors here, bro. This is
okay.
the Prem.
All right. Says that was for sporting. I hear you.
Me, I even predicted that Sesko is gonna score more than Jokeres, remember?
Yes, I remember that prediction. Yep.
Exactly. Bro, do you even remember that I said that as if we get Mbeumo and Cunha, with either Mateta, Jokeres or what, but now we didn't get Sesko wasn't on the cards when I predicted that we would do the title charge.
Yeah.
But then now we have Sesko, but I can even still say that even with Sesko, we are on title charge. I did say this way back in the beginning. It was a hard take.
Yes. I remember binning you for that moment.
I got sing binned. I said if we get Mbeumo, we get Cunha. It's either we get between Mateta or Jokeres.
And
or
actually,
Osimhen.
Osimhen was still in the
Osimhen.
conversation.
Exactly.
It was right after the Delap thing happened. And
yes.
Then we now had to pivot.
Yes. And then it was Osimhen, Jokeres, and Mateta. I said especially if we get Cunha and Mbeumo to sort out the 210s, and then we get any one of these strikers, we're on a title charge. I say that. So scratch that. I'm just gonna change that striker to Sesko, and I'm still standing here, I've been standard on saying that we're still on the title charge. See how many of you are on this side now.
You're seeing them coming into the Ruben Amorim.
From calling me a crackhead, bro, to coming now, flip-flopping like a pendulum, all that. Bro, let's go back to my midfielder, bro. Casemiro.
Yes.
Bro, I've seen man 10 on Casemiro. I've always said Casemiro is our best midfielder. Casemiro we need to find a way to utilize his strength. Yes, you can be a little older. We all understand that. But that's the reason when you as a team, you tweak your game to accommodate the most professional, the most experienced player in the team. I say that.
Yes.
What are they saying now? The dude got almost a standing ovation. Wasn't that a standing ovation when he was being subbed, bro?
Bro,
Huh?
yeah. People are
Me,
starting to
bro.
see the
My
value of him,
takes.
and I want to, bro.
My
Vegeta actually
takes, bro.
also saying, "Give you your flowers, my brother. I
You
was
gotta
wrong."
be no. It's more than scholarly
Yeah,
flowers here, bro.
yeah,
It's kindly the oracle, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Scratch that.
yeah.
What's up? So hit me up. What you want to talk about United, bro?
So I mean, it's precisely like you're touching on it that now we're starting to see just big opinions shift, and
Mm.
but now there is a bit now where I
Stephanie
feel like
just said it there on the chat. Like, yeah, without Casemiro, we've been struggling.
yeah, and
All the
I
goals we've conceded, bro, he's not been on the pitch. We only concede when he leaves the pitch.
actually I saw a stat like that. That was crazy. It
We
felt like
only concede when we leave when Casemiro leaves the pitch, bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
when
yeah, yeah, yeah.
chaos comes in.
Yeah. But before I forget the point that I wanted to make was that like the narrative now is slowly changing, especially see if we beat Forest. If we beat Forest, it's going to be like all the media wants to sort of spew out there is the fact that Manchester United could be potentially in the title charge race or in the top, and then the narrative starts becoming about us and not more about Liverpool. Can Liverpool defend that? Can Liverpool defend that title, or can Arsenal, actually end up, like when that moment where a team and everybody starts to expect them to be winning the league, and then they start to because that's what Arsenal just didn't have. You remember those times when like they were still ahead, and then you start seeing that kid, the one that they got from Man City. What's his name again? Zinchenko, just crying. You're like, bro, why are
Yeah.
you crying when you're still top of the league right now? And but it's because deep down they know that they're fragile, right? Once the seat
Yeah.
gets really, really hot, and the media and fans and content creators were all part of like the reason why that seat gets hot. And I don't want us to put Manchester United on a hot seat when we don't even need to be in a hot seat. We need to not be in this conversation, and that's where I am with it. I don't know if you're noticing this shift or not. What do you think about that?
For me, it doesn't really worry me very much because as a United fan, we're constantly on the hot seat negatively because it's what makes these pundits money and relevancy. You know what I mean? So for me, being part of this United family, the hot seat, we're Red Devils for a reason.
Yeah.
Hell is our domain, bro.
Yeah.
Bring on the hot seat, bro. If we can, the way we've managed to survive these 10 years being on the negative hot seat, I'll take a title charge hot seat any given Sunday, bro. Give it to me. And we can handle it. We can handle the pressure, bro, because we've survived the negativity. And now we've only started playing well just now. So we going into the Forest game with this momentum and we beat Forest. Come on, Spurs are for the taking, bro. What? Yavi Simmons, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'm not scared. I'm not even scared. I'm more worried about Forest because they might have that little new manager bounce going on with them a little bit.
Will.
But I feel as though that Cunha and Buemo are just on a they just want to prove a point. It's like the group chat, bro. If there's one thing I'd love to, is to join in that group chat and just see, not even participate, just read the messages, bro. Because I think the group chat is bubbling, bro. Between those guys, it's like
right.
They're challenging each other. Yeah, there's a different vibe, bro.
It is. Also, just by the way, there was something you just reminded me. I saw a media post where, like, I think it was on Instagram post where, they were talking about the dance and oh, here it is. Look at me. Let me put this. It said,
Read it out loud.
check this out. It's basically the picture of Mbuma and Ahmad doing the
African connection.
And Lenny says, "You guys made it without me." And then Ahmad responds, "The coach wants you to stay behind and defend." You know, it's little bunch of moment. I was just like, "Yeah, man, these guys are probably
Exactly.
You know,
they're having fun, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
and it's nice to see because these guys usually face a lot of scrutiny just being United players, bro. Like sometimes it's ridiculous, you know. It's unfair from us. Name calling, to the point whereby Ahmad is coming from having a reverence and then he's having to shut down Instagram because of this and that. So let them have fun, bro. And to be honest with you, I'm totally in support of anyone that wants to jump on the bandwagon with me. We're on a tighter charge.
I want to sing the song, but not too loud, Cuddy. Not too loud. We gotta manage expectations, bro. We gotta manage the expectations, bro. Like deep down.
Listen, me, I'm shameless. We got nothing to lose. We're already playing one game a week, bro. What else? What else we gotta lose, bro? What else? What else we gotta lose, bro?
Our happiness, we might lose it. You know. It's crazy.
It's
crazy.
that drunk uncle, bro. That starts to shout at the guests at the party, bro. Like, yo, boy, come here to drink beer, this, and eat my son's food. God damn.
Oh, yo,
bro, let me bow.
Big up, my G, Cuddy. Hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for hitting the like button. By the way, believe says Stratford Elite. He believes. You know what? I should have ended this show with Cuddy because now we got for a dose of the other side.
You man have been smoking the highest grade, boy. Smoking the highest grade over 3 wins. You man are jokers. You man are jokers.
Bro, listen.
Smoking the highest grade.
Wrap up. Manchester United has played 4 teams in that first, like 4.
Listen. If you let me land, it's not gonna be negative. But you man are smoking the highest grade of something any big team should do. Winning 3 games is standard for a big team.
It's not just 3 games. It's
standard.
Look at the teams who have played.
That doesn't mean you're gonna win the league. That doesn't mean you're gonna win the league. Yeah? You man are smoking the highest of all grade.
I'm not saying we are, but we might, you know. I'm not
One thing I will say though.
Yeah.
We get Europe this season. I see that already. We're getting Europe. I can see it already.
Okay.
But this winning the league, calm it down. From a 24% win rate to winning the league, get out of here, man. Smoking the highest grade.
No, I think there's different levels of. Listen. It's like this. There's a few
smoking
people.
The highest.
Look. We're smoking different grades. Some people are saying win the league.
Some people are smoking crack.
Some people
are smoking weed.
No.
Some people are smoking laced weed. Yeah, I get it, bro. Yeah,
which one are you
get it.
Because yours is definitely bad.
Shit.
It's expired.
I'm
bro.
clean. I'm smoking shit.
The wrong way, bro.
Like I said before,
yeah.
1 game at a time. That's it. 1 game at a time. We're doing well, but remember, this coach was on 24% win rate. And we're getting giddy because of 3 wins in a row. Calm it down. The only time I'll be with this manager is overall he has a 60% win rate. If he reaches that, I'm backing him. Other than that, earn your fucking money. Earn your money. Get Europe so you can get the next season. And that's as far as it goes. All this winning the league palaver, calm it down. But if you want to do that. That's up to you. But I'm going with it logically on what this team has produced. Also, the more expectation you put on these players,
you're underestimating our team. I'm getting those vibes from you.
No. I rate the front three, no doubt. But the team still needs a lot of work. I'm not stupid. People are getting giddy because of that. See, front three is top 3 front attack. I'm not denying that. But the team still needs a lot of work.
What are you smoking?
At the end of the day, I ain't smoking shit.
It is
Because I know what this. I know. And let's be real, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll believe we're winning the league is if Amorim can go on a 10 plus game of wins, 10 plus winning rate of wins. That's the only time I believe we can win the league. Not draws in the unbeaten run. Wins, straight up win. So like 15. If we go 13 games unbeaten, all wins.
Oh, you said 60%. You said 60%. So if we do the math right, if we win 6 out of 10 games, that's 60% win ratio, right?
No. When I mean 60%, I mean I was very specific. Don't chat shit.
No, it's 60. What are you talking about?
The manager was on 24% win rate overall. Overall, he has to have 60% for me to back him. That's as far as it goes. Get Europe minimum, and he can get next year.
That's a great track back, you know? Nah. Exactly. He's changing the goalposts. We mathematically got him, Stephanie. Thank you. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. You know what? Whether you back the manager or you don't, you know, we will be there.
We will be there. We'll be there.
Oh, back to manager.
You didn't want to say no. That wasn't track back, bro. Now we're tracking forward to the title charge. I want to know where you stand. Do you think we're winning the league? Oh, you know, we have to define this because people think title charge sometimes is actually winning the league, and it just means like you're challenging for the title. Does it? You know, 2 different conversations. And you know, that's why like sometimes it's important to clarify these things. And top 6 charge is different. Page 1 of the Premier League charge is different. So anyway, where do you stand on this? And also, where do you think Arsenal will be? Yo, thanks for such an amazing show today. I thought we were gonna be here for 30 minutes, you know, but you guys made it worth it. Football Power Hour.